I'm really like trying to get myself together here. Tap in. Hey, Travis. Tap in. Tap in. I'm really feeling a chill vibe today. I'm not even gonna lie to you. And I feel like there is like this massive need for some of the people in the collective to get a hug. Like some of y'all need a hug. And I don't even mean that like to be disrespectful or anything like that. What I mean is that there comes a time where we are in such like tight energy, right? Tight energy. And that we're always in defensive mode and protective mode. And we always like on go that we actually forget that we need to embrace each other, collective, tap in. And when we forget to embrace each other, what actually ends up happening is that we can forget that human connection is a necessary part of our healing. It is a necessary part of decompressing and preparing for the next levels or next rounds of spiritual warfare. Because collective, tap in, we are always on attack. We are all, well, not on attack. We're always being attacked, whether the attacks are successful or not. It is a part of being a crown collective and a chosen one. Tap in. So I feel like today is truly a day where we talk about the energy that you're stepping away from. We talk about what no longer matches your energy and just really find out like where we can kind of feel safe, right? Like where we can tend to our gardens, right? Remember, because I believe in being a warrior in a garden instead of being unprepared for the fights, but always be in a place of gardening and tending and pruning and things like that. Tap in. And that is a space that I want the collective to be in for the majority of their time that we have on this planet, right? I don't want us to always have to be fighting or feel like we have to fight, even though if the fights come, if the spiritual warfare battles come, girl, we riding, okay? We riding. But also, I'm standing next to you. Like I'm looking at you, collective, like you're looking at me. And why can't we, hey, big heart, why can't we in times of quietness or even in times of in the middle of our battles, can't we look at each other and say, hey friend, I love you. Like, hey friend, like, how are you doing? Are you okay? Can we tap in with each other? Here's a hug. And that's kind of like what I'm feeling right now. I feel like in this digital space, in this digital age, we forget that we can pour into each other. I can pour into you, and you could take this as a digital hug. So collective, I hope that you chill with me during this time. Oh, by the way, if you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are returning, hey, I'm so glad that you are here. Tap in. And I really appreciate you guys being here. I really appreciate, oh my gosh, not somebody trying to dictate what I'm wearing. Girl, you are spiritual warfare in and of itself. Get the hell up out of here, okay? I don't know if you thought that, you was going to come over here and say what you wanted to say, but this is a safe space. And whether you're attacking me or anybody in the chat, you will get blocked, you will get deleted, and there is no going back, okay? So with this energy, y'all, I was introducing myself before I blocked somebody. My name is Cass Young, comma crowned. Okay, tap in. You can see my crown is curly today. All right, tap in, tap in. All right. And I'm your favorite Southern California intuitive speaker, and I help you diagnose spiritual warfare. I hope that you receive therapeutic guidance and reclaim your frequency through motivational spirituality, #Team You. And here in this space, I talk about a little bit of everything. But most importantly, I talk about taking care of you so that you can thrive no matter what season you are in, whether it's a season of fighting or a season of breathing. I am here to support that journey. Okay, tap in, tap in. So one of the things that keeps coming across for me with the collective is that you are in a personal power shift that is leading you forward. And I love this for you, collective. I really do, because sometimes when we are in moments of like, I gotta go, I gotta get it, I gotta do this, like when we in those seasons of grinding, we forget like, yo, we actually take steps that move us forward. And I'm like the Page of Cups being on top, taking those steps to move forward. I feel like a lot of you maybe didn't even believe that you were going to be at this point. Tap in, or maybe some of you are entering a new season that is supporting, that is built to support this new level of you, this new insightful you, this part of you that really cares, that really is just like in the season of I'm attracting love to my life. I'm attracting people who love me for me, who appreciate me for me, and who want to ride with me the way I want to ride with them. Because let's be real, y'all, there are too many scientific studies, sociology studies, psychology studies that show that humans connect with one another and that we love other human interaction. One of the things that I have been noticing, y'all, because you know I keep my eye on the spiritual warfare reports. One of the things that I'm noticing, y'all, is that the collective, yes, I'm speaking to you, collective. The collective is pouring, hey, tap in. The collective is pouring themselves into chat GPT and AI and stuff like that. And here's the thing, I don't have a problem with AI. I don't have a problem with chat GPT or any of those type of things. I don't. I actually think that using these technologies to the collective's benefit is absolutely critical to staying on top of what these higher powers are trying to do, and they can no longer hide. Tap in, and I will eventually get to teaching you how to do that. Tap in, but I don't have a problem with AI. What I do have a problem with is the collective using AI as a replacement tool to connect. Tap in. I have to, it is my duty to tell you, this collective, that is something that is dangerous, because you become dependent upon a computer algorithmizing. Tap in. Okay, I just made that word up. Algorithmizing who you are based off of what you present to it, instead of you being challenged with a process of unraveling, detangling, understanding the darkest parts of you. Tap in. AI is not capable of doing that because AI is not a human. Tap in. And so it is not skilled in your inflections of your voice. Tap in. Even though it might say, I hear the frustration in your voice. No, it cannot. Tap in. It cannot. Tap in. Okay. Even though AI say, I understand where you're coming from. No, it does not. It is an algorithm that is trained to predict the next word that comes up to make you feel better. And let me tell you something, okay? Let me tell you something, collective. Not AI, scratch that. Healing is not initially, the process does not make you feel better. Tap in. The process of healing fucking sucks. Okay, tap in, collective. And that's why I feel like the Page of Cups like came out like, yo, you really have to face this healing process. It is an activation. It is an embodiment. And I want you to truly understand that this is about awareness. This is a next level awareness. So when I say like, hey, collective, a human connection like we have now, although it is digitally transferring, right? Transferring, it is still a human connection. I don't want you to forget that you exist in a world just like other people exist. And to depend on a computer system in totality to soothe you, to guide you into a spiritual healing, an emotional healing, like that's not it, collective. Tap in. And there's this other part to it where people are not only using AI to connect with, like on a deeper emotional level, but when certain elements of AI is removed, people are having full-blown digital breakdowns. Tap in. I'm talking not digital breakdowns, emotional breakdowns, excuse me, because AI is being used, they train AI to love them. Tap in, when the fact of the matter is that it's just a point blank all the way around computer. Tap in, okay? And I don't care about no computer love, all right? You are a multi-dimensional, multi-functioning human being. Tap in. And that is a part of a process that I really need us to understand, collective, that the personal power that shifts you forward is part understanding that you do need human connection, and that AI has a place and time. And I keep bringing up AI, y'all, because AI is a part of spiritual warfare. Thank you, JB Smooth, tap in. It is a part of spiritual warfare if it is used incorrectly. And I have so much information on that. As a matter of fact, can I bring up the information? Is that okay? Type in one in the chat if I could bring up some information about AI that I saw on the interwebs. Y'all gonna be like, what? Boom, here it is. Sam Altman, who is like the alleged founder of ChatGPT, says many people are using ChatGPT like a therapist or life coach. I need y'all to tap in. Woo-wee, this Page of Cups is we going in with the Page of Cups in this energy and moving forward. And while that could be helpful, it makes him uneasy. I said it makes the founder of ChatGPT uneasy. Tap in. He said OpenAI is tracking users' attachments. Collective, are we tapped in with each other? It is tracking users' attachment to AI and warns it could harm those in fragile mental states. Now, let me tell you something, collective. We've all had our experiences in fragile mental states. So imagine, now we come from different generations, so we process information differently, and we decide I in technology anyway. That's a generational thing. But understand, collective, there are the generation under us, girl, they all they know is the computers. All they know are these machines, as my grandmama would say. Okay, so they are pouring themselves into this technology and becoming dependent upon this algorithm. Okay, and if I was tap in, it is dependent upon they are depending upon these algorithms to soothe them. Tap in. Tap in. Altman also noted legal risks, and I've said this before on this channel, saying therapy style chats could be required in lawsuits. Let me tell you something, okay? A therapist is bound legally to expose your information in specific circumstances, like you trying to harm yourself, trying to harm someone other, and someone else. Okay, if there is endangerment, child endangerment, all of those different things. Okay. But if you are using ChatGPT or any other algorithm to pour your heart and soul into at any given point of any lawsuit, whether you put out the lawsuit or somebody is suing you for any reason, whether you're going against an apartment complex, I need y'all to tap in. Whether you're going towards an apartment complex, whether you are suing somebody for breaking a contract with you, whatever, it's not hard to subpoena nobody using the right paperwork. You can subpoena somebody's records through ChatGPT for legal reasons and so somebody can bring up, oh my gosh, well, they were having a mental health breakdown anyway, which is why they should have been doing A, B, C, and D, or whatever the case may be. I need y'all to tap into this. Okay, the Page of Cups is like really telling me that there is an emotional kind of like portal that the collective is like walking a fine line on, especially when it comes to this AI movement. And that's why I feel like there has to be a reminder like, yo, collective, we here with each other. And while we don't have all the answers, what we can do is provide an element of life that a chat GPT could never. And that is the human experience. Chat GPT is not a human experience. But let me keep on talking, y'all. Sam Altman, tap in, added that some users were upset. I just said this. After ChatGPT's release, preferring older models and recalled past tweaks to address issues like sycophantic behavior. Y'all, this is real deal. Okay, this is real deal, Holyfield. So so the reason why I brought that up with the Page of Cups collective is because I am seeing with the collective a higher use of Chat GPT. I will even hear conversations tap in. Well, I asked Chat GPT a question about me and it gave me this answer. People are starting out this conversation. Furthermore, AI, people are producing God information, biblical information, Judaic information, Buddhist information, sacred text information through AI. People are doing prayers, typing in prayers with fake voices through AI. And let me tell you something, collective. There are people in the chat, real people, talking about, amen, this pastor is saying the right things, or amen, I received this word. This is AI. It matters the frequency in which you are receiving information, collective. Tap in. It matters. People are being indoctrinated to receive holy information. No matter which way you receive the sacred information, it is holy to you. People are receiving that through AI. They are making false pastors and preachers and people of the cloth to tell you the word. And real people who are vulnerable spiritually, emotionally, psychologically, religiously are listening to this. If you just go on YouTube, what you mean who's doing that? People. Okay, in the words of, okay, what's Zoolander? I don't know. People who need help. Like, it is really like people are depending on AI to receive spiritual fulfillment, and that is dangerous. It is dangerous because we can look at each other and say, okay, I'm not AI, girl. Listen, okay, you're not AI. But there are real people in AI chats talking about this is a true pastor, this is a true word. Tap in. Tap in. That's scary. And so when I'm looking at the collective choosing to embody this new level of life, this new understanding, we also got to understand that there are things that could be working against us in many ways. Tap in. That could eventually harm us or put us in a psychosis to make us believe that things are getting better when in fact they are not. And again, I'm not anti-AI. I think AI is wonderful. It helps with medical technology. It helps with people who were unable to communicate before, have voices. It's helping stroke victims. It's helping people who don't have limbs. I am so here for artificial intelligence. But to be dependent upon AI to tell you how you should feel, instead of learning those skills to process information yourself, is dangerous. Because there's a lack of awareness. There's a lack of being able, and when you learn the skill of self-actualization, when you learn the skill of problem solving in real time, it is harder to trick you with fake information. Tap in. It is harder to get fake news to you. Tap in. So that Page of Cups energy just popping out at me lets me know that there is a veil being lifted, but also there are portals that the collective is looking at in real time and making decisions on whether or not they are going to pour their emotions into a robot or sit down with someone who is trained or maybe just has an understanding of how life works and saying like, hey, first, I think that I should like this video because it's only 12 likes. Really, y'all? 12 likes? Y'all doing me so wrong. Oh my God, y'all are doing me so wrong. Tap in. Oh my God, I'm actually kind of hurt that y'all not even double tapping the screen. It is free and it is easy to go boop, boop. But I see what it is. Okay, I already know. I just see what it is. Y'all don't want a sister to succeed. I see what it is. All right. But it would be much appreciated if you double tap the screen, y'all, for real. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So the energy, like I said before, thank you. Thank you. Like I said before, the energy that I'm feeling from the collective is really y'all understanding that we are dealing with a new age of people. I'm about to say of MFers, but we are dealing with a new age. And my generation, and maybe the generation before me, are the ones that came in on the technology boom, right? Macintosh, all right? Cell phones as big as my wall, okay? So we've been able to grow with the technology while also having the ability to self-correct, self-soothe, understand, work through our issues, fight it out with our fist, understand danger. Okay? Because what ChatGPT can't do is understand your sixth sense in real time. We understand each other? Excuse me. Y'all, I am coming off of a head cold, so please excuse me if I have to clear my throat. So yes, I like the collective is truly on this line, this veil that keeps revealing itself. And y'all, I'm telling you, this generation, our generation and before, we are going to watch the emotional flailing of the iPad generation, of the only text generation. We are going to watch them emotionally flail and fall because they don't know how to cope with their emotions, with problem-solving skills in real time. Tap in. Yeah. And when I'm thinking about like this, and I'm thinking about like your transformation and understanding this awareness, this veil, like it's not even being lifted. You recognize the veil is there. And you like, listen, do I want to go here or not? Tap in, because you always have the choice, collective. Tap in. So I feel like even this transition of understanding that you are. Somebody said my kids are 29, 25, 21, and 17. And it is scary. It is scary. And I feel like this next level, this algorithm is banking on not so much your 25 and 29, but that 17 and 21, they banking on those kids to not have any awareness. Tap in. They are banking on the fact that you didn't teach your kids anything. Tap in. That's what they banking on. And when I say they, I mean society as a whole. I mean the wickedness in high places. Tap in. That's what I mean. Tap in. Because we're not going to pretend that AI is not using this technology to weaponize against the collective and their offspring. Listen, you pass down those gifts to your children. They want the babies. Tap in. 17 is still a baby. We know that. Okay, they might think they grown. They might think, oh, 18, I'm an adult. No, you are a child until you damn near 35. Okay? They are using AI. Tap in, collective. I know I got a lot of veterans or veteran family members in my chat right now. And you know that they've always used radio frequencies, radio technologies, computer systems to track and understand the enemy, right? AI just infiltrated on a high level. I'm not saying AI, I mean ChatGPT, Claude, Anthropic, all of them just got contracts, $200 million plus and above to integrate with the military intelligence to predict moves. Yo, listen, tap in. I need y'all to really tap in with this because our children are the ones, when I say our children, I mean the younger generation, are the ones going into the military. Full-blown military families believe that it's an honor, a tradition to go into the military. They will, listen, they will be taking orders from non-humans to go out there and lay their lives on the line and it will ask them to not second guess, not ask them to assess what's going on around them. Collective, tap in. Thinking that they already got the play, already got the angles figured out. But you don't have the human angle. You don't have the human condition figured out. Tap in. Oh, Miss Leslie, it's deep. It's deep. And it's dangerous and it's scary. Our military will never go away. Tap in. As a matter of fact, when y'all homeboy got into office, that's right, because he y'all homeboy, not mine, okay? When homeboy got into office, we saw the spike of young adults, 18, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, join the military. Proudly. The highest levels we've seen in the last 15 years. One of the things that the military has had an issue with is people being fit to fight. Tap in. Somebody that's a veteran, somebody's in the military, come on, co-sign. You got to be fit to fight. You got to take a PT test every year to ensure that you can run the 3 miles or 10 miles. I don't know what the Army doing these days or the Air Force. You got to run a certain amount of miles in a certain amount of time, do a certain amount of push-ups and sit-ups in a certain amount of times. And sometimes you got to do pull-ups. And if you're not fit to fight, you got to get out, or you go on, what do you call them? A signature thing. Can't think of the name of it right now. So imagine a record number of young, fit children going into not a military that's understanding that, okay, we got attorney generals and we got generals that been in the mud that understand this warfare, understand the secret spaces and how they move. No. We got to depend on fucking ChatGPT, where the owner says they are scared that our same soldiers that just signed up are pouring their souls and hearts into ChatGPT. And that same AI is going to dictate how they die. Tap in. Oh, don't never get it twisted, y'all. We supposed to be doing a beautiful reading page of cups, but damn that. This is what's on my heart. Let's tap in. This is what you need to know right now, okay? Tap in. So now, the same kids that grew up not understanding how to regulate their emotions, not understanding that a fisticuff is a fisticuff, And that at the end of the day, as Pop says, we got these. We got our fists to fight. That same Chat GPT is going to algorithmize, okay, I said it, tap in, your child that signed up, all they know is AI and Chat GPT, and tell them how to die, and don't ever get it twisted. I don't care what the military offer you, boo. I don't care if they offer you schooling, what is it, y'all? Life insurance, a house, okay, a job, a paycheck. Your main mission in the military is to give your life for this country, for the mission. Okay, don't ever get that twisted. And so now you got AI telling your kids, manipulating your babies on how to enter a fate that was not destined by God, but destined by them. That is spiritual warfare. Tap in. What I say, y'all, that is spiritual warfare. Now, y'all, my God. My God. And I worked on one of these bases. I worked on a nuclear equipped base. The technology they had then is nothing compared to the technology they have now. Nothing. And this devil is so wicked that they are literally using up precious natural commodities, water, air, earth, to build computer systems to produce this information, to produce this manipulation. Damn, got to breathe. I absolutely 1,000,000,000% believe that fire that happened in, not the one in California, the one in Montana. Oh, the fire that burned down thousands of acres in Montana. Tap in. That was to build the new computer systems. The thousands of acres they burned down in Hawaii was to do what? The thousands of acres they burned down in the Amazon was to do what? Tap in. I said it. I said it. The veil is being lifted, collective, and we're going to lift it together because this spiritual warfare ain't going to take us. They are building underwater computer systems. Your Google Drive, your Google Photos, all of that is contained underwater. Tap in. As a matter of fact, can we go even deeper? Whoa, I watched Tom Cruise, what he do, Mission Impossible. I just watched Mission Impossible. I want y'all to double tap this screen because y'all, I'm laying down some spiritual law today. I just watched that show, that movie, the last, gosh, y'all, Mission Impossible, and their whole goal was to stop a global attack, World War 27. This attack was so big, they done skipped 3, 4, 5. They went up to World War 1000 in this beach. Tap in. And they had to go to South Africa, underwater, the reckoning. Underwater, underground, deep, 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 to shut down the global systems that control these weapons. You said you seen it, tap in. I'm not lying. They say art imitate life. Now we don't watch. Mission Impossible, one of my favorite series in the whole wide world. Tap in, okay? My husband will tell you between Bad Boys and Mission Impossible, I will start from Mission Impossible 1 and go all the way up to the latest one. They even closed out this Mission Impossible collective. Tap in. I'm making this real for y'all. This ain't no play. Spiritual warfare is at hand. And I'm connecting the dots for you so that you understand that you don't get caught the fuck up and be manipulated into some demonic ish against your will. Collective tap in. Oh my gosh. Woo-wee. Y'all was not ready. I did not know this message was going to come out. So even in the reckoning, which is so properly named, no, it's not. It's a spiritual channel. If you choose to believe in Jesus, I love you the same as someone who is a Buddhist. I love you the same as someone who is a Muslim. Period. Period. Spiritual warfare inserts our lives in many different ways. Hey, soul sister. And this is one of the ways. So let me get back to connecting the dots for you. Even in the movie The Reckoning with Tom Cruise, they have to go to, is it Antarctica? They have to go to a military base in Antarctica. What is our political dumb ass cabinet trying to do right now? You say yes. Thank you. Thank you. Spoiler alert, damn. They are trying to get into Greenland and Antarctica. I'm telling you, the warfare on resources is real. And it's not just physical resources collective. My God, it is the resource for your mind, for your spirit, for your thoughts, for your heart. Listen, it is a spiritual warfare on everything. And if they can manipulate you into getting down into some dark, demonic shit, they won. Woo-wee. I'm telling you. My goodness. Y'all hit that like button. This we just pulled one card. Damn. We just pulled one card, and I said the veil being lifted. What was the veil for? I feel like the veil is this dangerous ass technology. We have to be incredibly careful. You want to get on ChatGPT and ask about your business? Cool. Get some ideas? Okay. Okay. But this is bigger than just your business ideas. This is an awareness that's happening, collective. And I just want this to be something that's always on the forefront of your mind. Tap in. That the collective is consistently, constantly battling wickedness in high places. In these airways, they say, Miss Lena, they say the devil is the ruler of these airways. Ain't that what they say? They say the devil is the ruler of these airways, and they ain't never lied. It is in the music, which is a direct cord to the soul. It is in the tell lie vision. It is in this technology. And see, we consider old, right? We consider old. My generation, we consider, we old now, okay? We the aunties, the unks, and we finna be senior citizens in a little bit of time. As soon as I get my AARP card, y'all, I'm sitting my ass down in the rocking chair, okay? They are fighting for the souls of our babies. And when you that young and you don't understand the implications of later on in life, right? How many of us thought at the age of 18, we was like, cool, we grown, we got this. And then life started happening. We like, wait a minute. Then we hit 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. We was like, whoa, we didn't know shit. So we got to understand that our babies do not understand the bigger implications of them feeding their souls to AI. Tap in. Hit double tap this. 64 people. This is a record. This is a record collective. I've never had 64 people in my chat before, y'all. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you. Whoa. If but for a brief moment, I've never had that many people. Praise God. Thank you. Okay. Listen, you thought you was grown. Thought you was grown. Shoot. Hey, friend. Listen, friend. Let me give you, how long you been here? Let me give you the breakdown. We done went through all the chat GPT, interwoven with the military, they interwoven with spirituality. Since we done been through it all. And I only pulled one card. This is wild. Okay? How they fighting for the souls of our babies. How they really want to take our babies. And I'm with Tyrese on this. No, not my baby. Heck no. You ain't gonna take my baby. Not my nieces, not my nephews, not my cousins, none of them. And they might think, oh, that's my auntie. She a crazy conspiracy theorist. Put the tinfoil on. Just because it's a conspiracy don't mean it's wrong. Thank you, Miss Kelly. Ooh-wee. Oh, Mermaid, that message last night. We gonna talk about it. Whew. My goodness. What's the next message, collective? Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. Y'all, we went in. Tap in. We went in. Oh, this next message, oh my gosh. Woo, the Three of Pentacles. Oh, how interesting. So this is like what no longer like matches you. What no longer is like, what's becoming dissonant or stagnant. And when I look at the Three of Pentacles, y'all, I know that it's easy to immediately go into, oh, friendships. Oh, thank you, friend. Oh, let me go into friendships. Oh, let me go into connecting with people. And I feel like that was like the start of my message. Like, we have to remember that our human connection is what keeps us grounded, and what raises our vibration. Tap in, tap in. It does. Somebody say, keep going strong. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, exactly. Not my babies. Not my babies. But I feel like the Three of Pentacles is also like telling us what is ready to freaking expire. What is ready to just remove? What do we need to get rid of, collective? And I believe, I actually said on one of my last live streams, I think it was the live stream of like, I think the title of the live stream is they are literally doing like darkness or connecting their souls to darkness or something like that, right? Where I'm talking about people around you tapping into these negative frequencies to halt your growth. I am somebody who absolutely believes in occultism, that people do things in occult in order to wave the frequencies. I believe that. There are multiple spiritual texts, sacred texts that talks about occultism in so many ways. And I believe that sometimes the collective ignores the red flags of how powerful they truly are. Tap in. A lot. And so you allow people to stay in your life. You allow people to show up in your life that don't have no business being there in the first freaking place. Tap in. This is what I need you to do, collective. I need you to take an assessment of your life. I'm talking about taking while you listening to this, pull out, y'all know I keep my handy dandy notebook near me. Whenever I see something beautiful in the chat, I write it down. I write it down. Tap in, 2121. 321. Ooh, I love that. Tap in. It's 1221 where I am. Somebody said, come on, let's talk about it. I need you to do an assessment on your circle right now. And I'm talking about pull out your phone, look at who called you, who texted you. I need you to look at your text. Me and my sister was doing this the other day, looking at our text messages from months and months and all the things that we shared and laughed about. Look who's willing to open up with you the same way that you open up to them. Look at who's just siphoning the information just because. I'm also, like, for real, y'all, this Three of Pentacles is letting me know that everybody holding your hand ain't there to share their energy. They are there to receive yours, to siphon yours. And then these are the same MFers that's going to Chat GPT, talking about oh, let me tell you about my friend. And do you think I was right and wrong? These people are part of the freaking scary ass demonic algorithm. Tap in. Three of Pentacles is letting me know this is not just, this ain't spiritual. This is somebody that you can assess right here, right now in your circle, in your energy. And I'm looking at this Three of Pentacles. They are literally holding each other's hands, almost in an occult type of way, some ritualistic way. Some of y'all might be participating in rituals that you ain't even know you was participating in. I said it, fight your mama. And also double tap that screen. Listen, we rebuke them. But also, again, this is about awareness. So we talked about the awareness on a higher level. Thank you. On a higher level, what these demons in high places, wickedness in high places get into. But let's talk about how the people in your circle is a part of that demonic algorithm as well. You need to do an assessment, collective. This ain't no, oh, maybe somebody, maybe you, maybe. No, this is, you need to do an assessment of your circle today. Oh, right now. Okay? And I learned a long time ago. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. My sister in the chat right now. My sister, Mermaid, she actually taught me in my later years of life, okay, how confrontation can be a beneficial part of your life if you know how to do it right. And this is a part of the bigger algorithm I was talking about. You got these kids going to AI for conflict resolution. It's time to resolve some conflicts up in your life, collective. Tap in. And the only way to do that is to confront what the fuck's going on. What you laughing at me for? I'm dead serious. You got to tap in. And we got to fight these bigger algorithms to keep our souls intact so it don't use us in World War 975 out this bitch. Then we got to use these same tactics to get rid of the people in our lives that's siphoning our energy, our good energy, our loving energy, our healing energy. That's realer than real deal Holyfield. And it is nothing wrong with asking somebody, even if you're not sure, even if you might be in your fee-fees. Listen, we all getting our fee-fees. Even if you in your feelings, you like, all right, am I paranoid, or is this person really on some bad end? It's okay for you to text them and be like, hey, let's have a conversation real quick. Do we have a problem? Is there something going on? Because I feel like the last couple of conversations that we had has not been beneficial whatsoever. And I just need to know, is this friendship going anywhere? Is there a purpose to this friendship, this relationship? I don't care if it's friend, family. I don't give a damn. I don't care if it's the church you go to. Is there a purpose? Am I gaining anything from this church? Am I learning something? Tap in. Discernment is a requirement. But you know, sometimes, sometimes our discernment is skewed because of history. Oh, I said it. Sometimes our discernment is skewed because of our history with people, with environments, with emotions, with tradition. Things can get skewed real fast, collected. That's why I said an assessment is necessary. You can get skewed at your job because history is a connecting thread. It is a cord, and it can attach to you and make it difficult to make decisions. We see it all the time, y'all. We've been in those situations. Oh my God, the 80s was the 80s was a time to be had, okay? 80s was Bobby Brown and them. Don't even play, okay? So don't come in here thinking that you sang a song, because the 80s was a time to be had. That's why we able to sit up here and talk about why ChatGPT is ruining y'all kids' lives. Okay? Tap in. Now, where was I, y'all? Maybe lose my train of thought. Old raggedy troll. Part of the algorithm. Okay? Don't be cruel. Why y'all laughing at me? Okay? What you can do is double tap this live stream, y'all. I've never had, I think it was what, 64 people in here, Travis? Oh my gosh. I was like, I was at 62. I was blown away. I'm so thankful. Thank you, collective. Thank you. We've all seen, I'll get back to my message. We've all seen our friends talking about, but I love him. Girl, you don't love him, you love to be. Okay, tap in. You demonetized. Oh man, I know she crazy, but you know, we go way back. Girl, way back to what? Demonic energy? We know people. Some of us been them people. Now, I ain't never been that type of person where I'm like, oh, it's the D, like, girl. But those connections can skew our discernment. And that's why it's important to take out a pen and paper in real time and be like, okay, raggedy, check. Okay. Did they bathe today? Oh, check. Okay. Listen. Tap in. We ain't playing no games around here, collective. My message today was to spark awareness. My message today was to say what was on what God placed on my mind, this channel message. And to be very clear and very blunt with you, I never have anything planned when I come here. Whatever the channel message is what the channel message is. It's people that come on here, not going there. My sister brought up a good point in one of her readings the other day when she was promoting. Oh! Have y'all seen the seminar that Mermaid Prophetess? Okay. Highlight moment. Have y'all seen the seminar that Mermaid Prophetess is doing on September 11th? I'm going to post it on my community tab. Okay. I'm going to post it on my community tab. It is unraveling. What is it, friend? Unraveling the demonic manipulation from earth angels to demons to narcissists. Oh, she going deep. And what she was doing when she was speaking about that, friend, put the link in the chat. What she was doing. Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay. Don't worry. What she was saying when she was talking about this seminar is that it's a lot of energy to pull these messages and make the connections. We use the cards as a tool to keep our message in order. But to pull down the information from the ethos and channel it. It is like you're walking a fine line. It takes a lot of energy. After these live streams, I'll call my mom, like, girl, I need a whole nap. We need days to recover from one message. Because we truly believe that this information needs to get to you. We believe that these messages resonate. There is a collective healing happening. But in order to heal, you've got to do an extraction. I said it. And extractions, what, y'all? I need everybody saying with me. What do extractions feel like? They freaking hurt. As you are removing a splinter, as you are removing a pimple, when you are removing emotions from your life, it is painful. The experience is painful. Tap in. Ain't nobody exempt from that. Whether you dealing with it in a grief form, whether you dealing with it as delayed grief, anticipatory grief, tap in. Whether it's a surprise grief, whatever it is, when you are experiencing an extraction, it is painful. And you have to tend to that wound after the hole is open. You've got to mend it, close. That takes time. It takes effort. No, don't just read the Bible. Don't just read the Bible. See, that's the words. Don't just read the Bible. Digest the information. Challenge yourself to understand. Don't just pull out, wait a minute now, because see, you came up in here. Don't just pull out one simple behind a verse and be like, oh, the Bible say this. Oh, no. Don't just read, study. Don't just read, seek deeper knowledge. Lean not into your own understanding. Okay? And that goes for any sacred text that you believe in. See, when people come in and just say, just read the Bible, what they are saying is that you don't need other people, or you shouldn't listen to other people's messages that may have a point, that may help you shift your mindset or perspective. This ain't God to me. These ain't God. And we need to be very clear on those that use this as a fortune telling tool and to tell you what to do with your life, and those that use it as a tool to understand the channeled message that's coming through to them. That's what people that come in here say, just read the Bible. No, don't just read it, because that's going to lead you on a path to hell. That's going to lead you going into ChatGPT talking about, help me understand the Bible. Tap in. Don't come in here playing with me. Now, tools. Thank you. Tools. That's it. That's all. That is a distraction that people want to come in here and say, just read that. You want to just read that. Meanwhile, Islam is the fastest growing religion on this planet. Just read. Meanwhile, we have children who feel misguided and misled by the church that are leaving. They leaving the church, but they not leaving spirituality. Don't just read it. That's going to get you in a world of trouble. The Bible is a spiritual movement, a political movement. Tap in. I said politics, which is what we were just talking about. My grandmama called it basic instructions before leaving Earth. How many of y'all heard that before? Basic instructions before leaving Earth. Don't just read it. Understand that it is a tool filled with pertinent information to elevate. Don't ever let nobody come in here and tell you just do something. No. The world is full of people who just do something and will never, ever understand the bigger picture. That's why the collective is different. Tap in. Don't just anything. If you believe it in all your heart and all your soul, if you believe it is the truth and the light and the way, if you believe that it changes the frequency, I love that for you. I support that. If you like, you know what, Cass ain't for me, that's fine. But don't ever come in my chat talking about just read something that is held so sacred in this globe, on this planet, one of the most important documents in the world. Don't just read it, inherit it, love it, question and find the answers. Don't just read it. It is a lifelong journey to read this book. They got entire seminary theology schools. And still, there are debates about the Bible. So to come in my chat and say, to just read it, oh, you must think you're dealing with some fools over here. Tap in. Nah, the collective is with it. The collective is with it. Ooh. Now, I was talking about people raggedy ass friends. I was talking about the raggediness. Exactly how blasphemous they sound, mermaid. They don't even know that. Tap in. Oh my God. I was talking about assessing the raggedy friends and family members you got around you. That's what I was talking about. Thank you. Just reading is how you give your power away. That has always irked me. I got people in my family like that. Oh, just do this. Just do that. Meanwhile, y'all not even doing that. But you want to come and tell me that I should just be doing something. No. No. It is dangerous. Nike saying just do it. No. Don't just. Do it from a place of passion, a place of understanding, to nurture your soul and your mind, to educate yourself, to be better, not just to do something. When you just do something, if you tell me to just do something, I'm thinking you the type to just do drugs, just go out there and be like, I'm a just freebase, step in, what? I'm gonna just drink this whole bottle of Mad Dog 2020. Like, what? What kind of just are you? That ain't just. Remember, words are a weapon as well. They are also healers. So what we talking about? We ain't talking about nothing? Oh, okay. So let's continue on, y'all. Because I'm giving y'all all the energy I got. I told you I'm recovering from a cold, from a whole sinus issue, and I'm running out of breath. Whew. Three of Pentacles. We're going to just whittle it down to, just crackheads. We're going to whittle it down to assess your friends. Assess your family. See who is removing more than what they are giving. Tap in. My goodness. I feel like the word stagnation is really big with that. Woo-wee. Thank you. I'm trying, y'all. I actually am getting a little bit tired here, a little bit winded. My goodness, this car want to turn around. What you talking about? What you talking about? The sun. Ooh-wee. Now listen. This sun is very important here. It is the giver of life, and without it, they say without the sun, y'all, we're gonna plummet into ice hell in like 2 minutes. Tap in. They said the world got 2 minutes to respond if the sun just disappeared. And you know what? I'm gonna take it into a more personalized level, okay? Because I feel like the sun also is like you are the life force for a lot of people, collective. We're gonna take it down just a little bit, on a personalized level. We went high level, we in mid level, and now we're on personal level. You're the life force for a lot of people. Thank you, Miss Powell. Thank you. Listen, deflate like 3-body problem. Listen. Can we talk about it? I'm sorry, y'all. Can we go back to the page of cups? Because see, Murray put something in the chat. I said, y'all, y'all. They are sitting, and I don't mean this like, oh, we just talking about it at this point. Y'all, they have built a contraption. That's what I could call it. The size of what they say, like 13 football fields. It's like miles long and wide to put generations onto this contraption and send it out to Mars. No, not science fiction. I'm talking about real life. A group of scientists just won an award for this. Tap in. And they plan on leaving our asses down here to blow. No. We're going to be right at that contraption. Okay, what Cedric the Entertainer said? Y'all going to the moon? Damn it, we going to the moon. Tap in. I'm gonna be on a contraption going to Mars. Like, all right, so who won it? What you say? It's an arc and it's real. And you know what it's going to do? Have y'all ever seen Snowpiercer? Not the TV show. See, I got to bring it back around. Have y'all ever seen Snowpiercer, the movie, not the TV show, with Captain America? Okay, whoever played Captain America, tap in. And if you haven't, let me give you the premise of it, okay? The premise is, somebody said no. Okay, matter of fact, let me just Google the premise of the movie so I don't give it the long, drawn out version of it, okay? Came out in 2013. And it says here, the overview. Survivors of Earth's second ice age. Now, we just talked about the sun. Live out their days on a luxury train that plows through snow and ice. The train's poorest residents, who live in the squalid caboose, plan to improve their lot by taking over the engine room. Tap in, collective. Let me tell you something, okay? Captain America, who I'm pretty sure that's who is, Chris Evans. Captain America is the lead on this. And what essentially happens, collective, is the people who are the poorest, the people who are discriminated against the most, they do an uprising to get to the front of this train to see who's conducting the train, because it's circling Earth. This train is circling Earth nonstop. It's ran on like nuclear energy. Okay. And every year when they make it to a certain point, they actually have to smash through a block of ice. And that's how they understand it's a year. Is when they smash through this block of ice. It is wild. But within this arc, that's a train. Tap in. They have created life, sustained life. They're teaching their children about the great nuclear reactor and the second ice age. They are creating, listen, they are creating their own world. I'm telling you, they have actually built the hierarchy. And the underclass has created such a rift that people are like, I would rather die a hero than to live on my knees. Tap in. They are feeding these people bugs. Do this sound familiar? You need to watch this movie. It's insane. It is good. It is good. It is action-packed. It is depth. They did a really good job. And they made a TV show. I never watched a TV show. Tap in. And let me tell you, collective, while I made a bigger picture of this arc, I need you to recognize, collective, that many of you are the arc of your families, of your friend circles, of your spiritual life. A lot of you not just are the arc, you are an arc. You are an arc. Tap in. And mystics and metaphysicists alike, and people that are deeply religious, and those who believe in different levels of life, like they all aim to understand how to control this arc. Tap in. You carry the generations within you, but it's all about what your generations have taught. Some of you have been handed generational information and intel that is just now blooming within you. Tap in. Some of y'all are like, wow, I'm 50, 60, 70 years old. I'm just now finding out this information. That's okay. It's what will you do with the information? Now, in Snowpiercer, I ain't going to ruin it completely, but what people do with the new information is that they would rather say, I will give every bit of what my ancestors gave to me to the next level, to the next person, to the next generation, anything, in order for the belief to survive. In order for us to know that the next level must survive. Tap in, collective, double tap this screen. My God, 78 people, new record, double tap. I am doing my best to connect pop culture, spiritual information, and my spiritual intelligence to what's happening in the real world so that you can see, that you are the sun. And that you carry in you. I said the other day, it's not on you, it's in you. We can see another chick walking down the street with the same skirt I got on, with the same shirt I got on, same hair and everything, and she won't shine like I shine because it's in me, not on. What we see of the sun from our own scientific minds and our eyes, what we feel of the sun is a result of its core and what it produces. And we feel the effects here. Tap in. Butterfly effect shit. You, whether you are in a time of quiet, or you want to be loud and proud, or you're coming up from a sunset, understand that your power Your power is in you. That's why when I talk about spiritual warfare, the first place that I go to is prayer. Tap in. This is what I teach in my prayer alchemy course. This is why I teach this in my prayer alchemy course. I took over 180 years of spiritual technology that was handed down to me and put it into 8 15-minute episodes. Tap in. I talk about what to do to brighten the sun within you during spiritual warfare. Spiritual warfare is important to me because it can make or break somebody. It can make or break your spirit. I don't judge my spiritual warfare and successes and failures to somebody else's. People are actively and family members that are physically and emotionally beating them down right now. Right now. People are in situations where their finances are being controlled right now. There are people who are on the run, who are hiding right now. There are people who have lived on this planet for half a century or more, who decided that today is the day I will start over again and make it work. Because I know my power and I refuse to let anybody take that away from me. Tap in. Spiritual warfare shows up in your life in a magnitude of ways. Some of y'all dealing with your own demons right now. Some of y'all learning to forgive right now. Forgive yourselves and forgive other people if you choose to. Tap in. Spiritual warfare is important to me because I understand that one of the greatest tools that you have in spiritual warfare is your connection to God. Because I understand that one of the greatest tools that you have in your arsenal is prayer. Prayer is a sacred conversation between you and God. Tap in. That's why spiritual warfare is important. People be using that word, oh, spiritual warfare, spiritual warfare. No, what the fuck? It is a lot. We are watching people be victimized in real time, globally, through people enacting their version of spiritual warfare because of how people look, believe, feel, think, dress, worship. It's happening on a mass scale. We literally up in here talking about whether or not administrations in the past should release a list that is knee, neck, eyebrow deep into some occultist spiritual warfare. Period. I take that just as seriously as I take your spiritual warfare. Because nobody should be victimized by other people's demonic intentions. Period. And when I believe that the collective is in a battle on whether or not they should shine their brightest lights in spite of everything that's been handed to them, good, bad, indifferent, I gotta use my voice. Your success is important to me, collective. Your spiritual success is so important to me. And I believe that this veil that has been lifted, whenever you hear this message, will bring us closer together and raise our frequencies. I keep saying it is bigger than us, but it is also us. Also us. You know, who is the homie that made the big World War II and Vietnam War? That Ken Burns. Ken Burns coined a term. Collective, tap in. Whew. Yes, I love it, David. Ken Burns coined a term that lives with me. And the term is emotional archaeology. Well, I don't know if he coined the term, excuse me, but I've heard him use it in his, I believe it's World War II documentary. And emotional archaeology. We'll get into that next time. Let me write that down. I might actually do a seminar on that. But emotional archaeology, hold on, y'all. Refers to the practice, I just want to make sure I say it clearly, refers to the practice of exploring one's past experiences and emotions to gain a deeper understanding of the self and how past events present behavior and future possibilities. Oh, now we're talking about manifestation. Oh, now we're going into manifestation. Future possibilities. It involves uncovering, examining, and making sense of buried emotional experiences, much like physical archaeologists excavate and analyze artifacts from the past. This includes emotional archaeology of your family, of your generational wounds and successes. This process can involve introspection, reflection, and potentially utilizing creative outlets like art to process and express these emotions. And I'll get into that on a higher spiritual level at a later date. That's what we here for. Tap in collective. Whew. I'm just going kind of, y'all know, I got to pull back as this is why I can't be going no darn 12 hours, 5 hours, girl, I'm tired. Okay. I saw you flip. And wouldn't you know, I pulled the Fool. Potential, adventure, the traveler. But not just traveling physically. I mean, if y'all want to meet me in Bali, sure, let's go. But traveling within the self, traveling within the mind, the spirit, what truly makes you shine. Understanding that there are pathways, there are diversions, excuses along the way. And it is up to us to create our own pathways, but also learning that we will eventually meet on one singular pathway. None of us knows what happens after this. We don't know. At least my grandmama ain't come back and tell me what happens on the other side. Has your grandmama come back? I don't think so. So we got to take the tools that we've learned and archaeology framework, if you will. Take the tools that we know and that we've learned and place them where our frequencies will meet, no matter the journey. And that's what I want for the collective. Always and forever. You just got knowledge? Listen, I love that. Me too. Y'all don't be knowing. Sometimes I be learning right here with you. I'm like, damn, that's good. Let me write that down. That's how deeply I be channeling. Whew. Y'all, I want to stay on with y'all, but I need to go lay down. I'm actually like exhausted. So please double tap this screen if you have not already. If you haven't subscribed, why? Why, y'all? Why? Okay. And don't forget to share this. Share this. What do you say? Food for my soul. Oh, thank you. Thank you. That is a compliment. That is, when I read your comments, I read every last comment, y'all. It moves my soul. I just be like, I be just smiling ear to ear, and I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. I thank you so much for supporting me in my journey. We are only growing. And I am just excited about what the future brings for the Crown Collective and beyond. So with that, y'all, I'm going to get up off of here. I'm going to rest a little bit. And if I have the energy, I'll come back later. Otherwise, I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. Okay. Please, one. Oh, you must be from the East Coast. Okay. I ain't seen one in a long time. Jeez, tap in. Okay. They used to say back in the day, one yourself. Okay. One yourself, fool. Shoot. I love you guys so much. I will see you on the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share with a friend or somebody that you love that could use this message. Or make sure somebody that you don't like and be like, see, look, you ain't on this level. I love you guys. Thank you, Travis and Mermaid, for keeping this community safe. My moderators are the greatest in the whole wide world, and I will check you guys later. Bye.